All right, and we are back. Ascension eSports Elder League Season 2, Interns United versus Backdoored Your Mom. And Wumbo, what do you have to say about that last game?
My prediction for next game, Zillion will be banned. My prediction for the future is that Corrin is going to go on to the LCS, become the first pro player to join the military afterwards and become a drone pilot.
The battle against ISIS.
Yeah, he's got it. He's the one-man army. He can do it.
Yeah, one-man army indeed. Corrin the cat, double bombs for days, and I couldn't contain myself. That was some of the most dirty... that was the dirtiest thing I've ever seen.
Some dirty bombs there, dude.
Yeah, this needs an R rating with what Corrin just did.
Just lobbing them all over the place. Zoning, stunning zones. Zoning stuns, really. I mean, it's just all over the place.
It seriously was. And other than just ban the Zillion, what do you think Backdoored Your Mom really needs to do to tie this up somehow?
It's honestly within the draft. I mean, definitely ban the Zillion, like we've been saying, and then opt for a more early game focused comp rather than the scaling that they had with a Vayne. I mean, I was hopeful for the Vayne because, I mean, Vayne Janet isn't the worst. It's probably the most optimal synergy that a Vayne can hope for, unless it's like an Alistair that sort of has like a go button and some hard engage. But I mean, when you pick it with a Yasuo who has no early game pressure, it just makes it so hard to scale into it when it makes it difficult to farm.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you. One of the big things we kept criticizing was the Yasuo pick itself. It provided nothing. You got a good last breath, yeah, but now what? You're dead. They need something that actually helps the composition that they are going to draft, and I don't see any world where a Yasuo composition actually works out in the jungle. Like, it didn't have enough money, it didn't have enough impact. It hurt them way too much.
Yeah, you kind of want to use that as like a spring. You want to use the jungler as a springboard for that Yasuo when you put into a lane, so you get like a camp, so Yasuo gets fed and then he can farm safely. But when he's in the jungle, it's more early game focus, and it is pretty low economy when you're working into the camp. We are going to go in the champ select. What adaptations are we going to see out of Interns United? Oh, I wonder.
Out of Backdoored Your Mom.
Yeah, Backdoored Your Mom, rather.
Yeah. Is the ban coming out? Come on. Is water wet?
Yeah, really. But I actually could see that Janna Vayne bot lane working if they get an early game, like sort of camping jungler, like perhaps something. Honestly, I would think a Sejuani or an Amumu. Amumu is so strong right now. I could even see it being picked in competitive.
Yeah, no kidding. It's definitely a super strong pick, but there has been some issues with the ultimate sometimes not going off despite it going on cooldown. So
yeah, there's actually a weird bug that's been happening to me a lot where if you ult right before you die, the circle will stay, and it's really annoying. I mean, it's just nothing like too impactful, it's just a visual thing, but it's like kind of odd. But yeah, I think it would be a pretty good pick in terms of adding an additional CC and engage, because it is sort of just like a one-man engage. I mean, it's kind of all you need in terms of engage. It fills that niche, whereas perhaps you need two champions to fill that hard engage niche. But with Amumu, it's just one.
All right, this is the final ban of Backdoored Your Mom.
Take a good look.
And it's not Yasuo. I mean, Yasuo, I'm sorry. It's not Zillion? Do you think they planned the first pick it then?
Perhaps, but I'd find it to be a little bit interesting if Recrisis had the if we had two Zillion players in the same match. That's like a bad joke.
So we are waiting out this final ban of Interns United.
I can't imagine what side it could go to. I would imagine it would go towards the jungle.
You're duller than a broken sail.
That's interesting.
Of all things.
I mean, they banned out the Ashe. Yeah, they are gonna first pick it, huh?
So they are going to put that on Recrisis, but instant return. Feeder is on the Lee Sin, and god damn is Blastona, also known now as Feeder, great on Lee Sin.
Yeah, I remember watching him in his in-houses, and he was just stunning on his opponents like really brutally.
Yeah, so
But-
have you gotten rid of like one poison and given yourself another?
That's almost what it seems, but I honestly I find this ban to be a little bit interesting. And so they ban the Ashe. So Backdoored Your Mom banned the Ashe. Usually the response if a team picks an Ashe is to pick the Tom Kench so that you can pick them up if they do get ulted, but they still banned it anyway, which I find to be a little bit interesting. I mean, I could see it being really strong if like a champion gets stunned and you can just pick them up. Like if they predicted I feel like they should have predicted the first pick Zillion because they're on blue side now, so they can first pick it. So they reserve the Tom Kench so that if someone gets double bombed and stunned, they can just pick them up. That being said, though, if they get picked up and they bring them into the team, it's just like a bomb delivery service for the Zillion. So perhaps that's one downside to it, but I could still see it being really effective in sort of pick comp, and that's kind of what Backdoored Your Mom have drafted for themselves so far within Gragas and Caitlyn.
And we are seeing Corrin defaulting to a very popular mid lane pick. Orianna still very potent in team fights. One shockwave can turn the tides of any team fight, no matter how far behind you are.
And already we're seeing a pretty strong skirmishing team comp coming out for Interns United. I mean, I'm always a big fan of Lee Sin just because I like the way he forces plays in the stylish manner and with the creativity and versatility that he has as a champion.
So
But
the
I
only thing
like...
I'm disappointed about right now is just the insta-lock Lulu, because it should have been an insta-lock Scion. Come on, HMTKD. Why would you do this to me?
Ooh, give me the Bard. I want to see the Bard. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm so sick of seeing Nami. HM has played so much Nami. I mean, he's done well on it. But it's so much more fun to watch, like, Bards, Scions.
Yeah,
I think it is.
And I think the Bard could be pretty huge, especially considering if you get enough people, it sets up the most free double bomb you could ever have.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about last game. Those Bard ultis into those zillion bombs. I mean, but Corrin didn't even need the Bard, which is I guess why they didn't pick it. Didn't even really need it.
And this
Oh,
will
this team
round out
comp
their
is so
comp
strong.
so well.
Yeah, the Wumbo combo.
Oh goodness, they got team fight, they got early skirmish, they really got it all.
Yeah, that being said though, they are a little bit ulti reliant. I feel like the same could be said on the side of Backdoored Your Mom, especially within Gragas. Not so much within Zillion though, he's got those bombs. Bomb, bomb, bomb.
I mean, if he could do the same kind of performance Corrin the Cat did, then be my guest, but
I think
I
my
don't think
mind
I'll ever
will...
see that again. I think that's like once in a blue moon type thing.
Yeah, I think my mind would be blasted if the similar performance were to happen. It's too much.
The only blast of a performance we're going to see is Blastona, aka Feeder, on the Lee Sin.
Yeah, why did he change his name? Come on, dude.
Yeah, I
Gotta make it harder
Blastona.
for
I
us.
don't understand why he switched it.
Yeah, I like Blastona because you make a lot of blast cone puns. Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
I personally went with the butt blasted puns.
Oh gosh.
And there's even a thread on the subreddit I put up of a clip of him doing, just Blastona things called butt blasted by Feeder. Butt Blastona'd by Feeder.
God. Something wrong with you. Well, we are going to get into this. Timer is slowly counting down, and we'll be able to get in the loading screen and see the keystone that our players have picked for themselves. Never mind, forgot about spectator delay.
Oh, Wumbo, it's okay, buddy.
Yeah, I've been playing a lot because of the double IP, so I've been like a little bit out of it. I've been playing since pretty early this morning. Actually, I've been playing a lot of League because I'm trying to get enough IP to gift Rakan and Zaya so that I can get him in return. Gotta get those icons. Can't pass up those icons. Gotta be the icon collector. Kind of like chronicles your League timeline. I've got my ones all the way back from Season 2 harrowing.
Okay, but
Like
do
my
you have
oldest icon.
Do you have the Rammus one?
No, I wish I did that.
Oh, I've only seen one player with that icon.
I've only ever seen one player with King Rammus. That was like a few years ago, I believe.
And for those of you who don't know, King Rammus, you have to play in the League of Legends beta to get that icon. And we're not talking the beta client, we're talking the original freaking beta.
Yeah, it was like 10 years or something?
Yeah, it was definitely a long time ago.
Yeah, it was hell long ago. I feel like some of those accounts are probably permabanned by now. Like, just by chance. You know, like, eventually an account's gonna get banned. And I feel like those older accounts, you know, before, and it was like in the stone ages of League of Legends, before, like, you know, back when the Tribunal was a thing, they're probably permabanned, so, like, the numbers of King Rammus are probably pretty low.
Yeah, most definitely. The one I saw was, I don't know if you remember him. He played on Team Marn, Mega Zero.
Yeah, I remember Mega Zero.
Yeah. I played with him a few times. He has the icon.
Wow. Holy crap, Mega Zero. I haven't heard that name in so long.
Yeah, no kidding.
Mega Zero, that's
That
such a
was
throwback.
Season 3, right?
Yeah, throwback. What a throwback. It's like, what was he on? What team was he on again?
Marn.
Damn, yeah. It's like back in Vulcan and Complexity.
Anyway, for those of you just joining us, this is Ascension eSports Elder League. This is an LCS-style tournament with a regular season and playoff for players in Gold through Platinum. If you're interested in joining Ascension eSports, we have divisions for all ELOs, including Dragon, which is Bronze through Silver, and Phoenix, which is Diamond and above, as well as an in-house rank ladder. So please, check out the links below, check out our Discord, check out our subreddit, and we hope to see you guys soon.
We are going to see you soon. Timer once again counting down, and to talk about these team comps a little bit, pretty big Wumbo combo on the side of Interns United. Yeah, Shockwave into Slicing Maelstrom into whatever the Varus ulti is called, into
Chain of Corruption.
Yeah, Chain of Corruption, is that what it's called? Yeah, into you know, Wild Growth should Kennen need it, and then Feeder's just going to be there trying to cook some stuff if he wants to.
Doing the fanciest of kicks.
Yeah, it's just going to be
kicks.
ward hopping around, throwing out Qs. Probably not going to be amounting to much.
Yeah,
although it's going to be it's going to be on him.
Feeder's going to make it.
Yeah, it's going to be on him to kind of propel his team into that mid game and to get that Wumbo combo strong, because if they fall behind, then there really isn't much they can do besides the all-in. I mean, they have the CC to make picks, so that is a strength of their comp should they fall behind. Especially Lee Sin, very good at making picks, also at forcing team fights.
That's the thing, though. I think, like, even if they do fall behind, all you need is one Shockwave. All you need is one good Maelstrom, and that's the end.
Yeah, they kind of just have to get lucky once, and it'll work out, I believe, for them. I am excited to see Caitlyn, Quantum Leno and Caitlyn. Haven't seen Caitlyn in quite some time, and she's definitely one of my favorite ADCs to play. I mean, there's a lot of micro-intensive mechanics that you can do on her, with auto-attack canceling on her traps, and animation canceling between the traps and the nets, so that's pretty cool.
And
it's
right
not cool as a pause.
Of course,
Yeah.
the pause. The pause did come out from Backdoored Your Mom.
There's a lot of swingy nature, I mean, in both these team comps. I mean, you have the pick-oriented comp with the Gragas on the side of Backdoored Your Mom. So, I think they can make it work. I mean, this is a pretty basic comp. It's very versatile, and it's got good team fighting with the front-to-back front lines in Risbro and Godfist Yasuo on Gragas and Renekton, respectively. And then you have good backline and Peel and Leroy Jenkins and Zillion and Caitlyn. So I feel like it's a really, really well-rounded comp. I don't really feel like the same could be said, though, for the Interns United comp. That seems a little bit more difficult one. You know, you kind of have to burst them down with those ultis, but if you can't do that, then the re-engage from Backdoored Your Mom is definitely going to squash them in team fight situations. So that's something that could be pretty difficult for them to navigate.
Yeah, the way I see it is they're strictly pretty much a team fight comp. They got a bit of poke and come on shoot faster, but it's all going to come down to the team fights for them. And considering how well Corin the Cat played, I do expect to see some pretty good shockwaves if he could shockwave in the same way he double bombs. But yeah, Yeah, I do see the weaknesses in the comp, though. They don't have a strong front line. Feeder will fall off towards the mid to late game. But overall, I still like their comp. I think it's going to work out pretty well. And unless Recrisis gets his account taken over by Corin the Cat, I don't see the big bombs coming out from him as well. And honestly, my heart couldn't handle a second round of bomb plays that big.
Yeah, I think Backdoored just kind of has to forfeit if Corin the Cat gets that again. But additionally, Feeder, it's going to be a lot of this game is going to be resting on him, especially just because, you know, in these team fights he does have the control whether or not he wants to dive and try to get Quantum Lightning, you know, in second towards his front line, get him inside the damage circles of those Wumbo combo ultis, or if he wants to ult Godfist Yasuo or Rizbro towards Quantum Lightning and sort of knock up the rest of Backdoored your mom, what I call the bowling pin, or the bowling ulti, you know, where you knock them into each other.
Strike.
And so, yeah, if you can get some success going with those kinds of ultis, then I think this is a sure game for Interns United.
Well, we're going to find out soon enough to update you guys on the pause situation. Teams either have a cumulative 5-minute pause time or 3 pauses, whichever comes first. So right now we are 3 minutes into the pause time. They do have 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining. And if they have to pause for longer, it is either a forfeit or you just continue. That is it.
Yeah, let's talk about these jungle matchup a little bit. I think it kind of goes underappreciated. How glad I am actually to see Gragas and Lee Sin in the same game instead of Gragas and Rek'Sai, as it was in Season 6. Just over and over again, Gragas, Rek'Sai, just... Oh god, what a dull matchup. But I feel like this one's got a lot more mechanics to it, especially within Gragas. Is having a little bit of a resurgence back into the jungle. And it's going to be interesting to see how they play into each other. I mean, I would give a little bit of an early game edge over to the Lee Sin just because he is kind of the king of early game and also acquiring first bloods. And especially when you're playing with such a high damage team, that could be pretty easy for Feeder to acquire. But that being said, not much CC besides top lane is going to kind of have to wait for 6 before he can sort of start snowballing his team.
And it will be difficult for the top lane. Overall, Rizbro, the one thing I always talk about when I talk Renekton is level 3 power spike. He's one of the only champions that suddenly becomes a monster so early just because he has access to all 3 of his skills, and that's going to cause a lot of trouble for Hip Optimus Prime, especially considering that, as you said earlier, the level 6 is crucial for when you have a cannon and crucial for being able to lock down someone. So expect to see Rizbro do pretty well in this matchup early.
Yeah, pretty strong. It is the Renekton known as that lane bully, and Kennen does not have a very strong early game. I would honestly think that he would lose out in the pushing game. Well, luckily we are getting back into this. We see a fairly standard fan out from both teams. Besides, Godfrey actually opting to go to the top side. I feel like it's a little bit interesting. I mean, I honestly don't understand why these, like, it's so easy to go for a counter jungle if you're starting on the top side because you know that they're on the other side and you can do a double 3 buff start. But I mean, last game we saw, I believe it was last game, maybe the game before that, we saw the junglers start top side but then just do a normal path. Yeah, Feeder was on Kha'Zix, just doing a normal path, didn't go for a counter jungle. So I feel like, is they just doing it just to do it, or is there a methodology behind it? I'm not completely sure.
I mean, maybe they anticipated something last game because we did see Rizbro instantly push the wave and they invaded the blue side together, warding it up. So in the end, it did work out doing that type of start, but look at right now. Look at what Godfist Yasuo is doing.
Yeah, this posturing up could potentially get that red buff, but
You just
start.
wanted to
Yeah,
spot it out.
I think maybe the teams did their research and they know that the top lane and jungle matchup go in at the same invade on that top side if they get push priority, which is pretty smart. Can do a lot to sway a game. You get some early pressure on that jungler, but they are going to take away that red buff, which is pretty impactful for Feeder, as it is one of his only other CC tools.
Spotted out though by Hip Optimus Prime, unable to stop it for now.
Yeah, they
First
know
bomb of
that
the
has
game is a hit.
happened. So of course Feeder is going to have a good response of going to his own, or going to Godfist Yasuo's red buff and just equalizing the trade out.
This is dangerous though. He is spotted out. There is a ward. Let's see if we get a reaction from the top and mid. From the mid and bot, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like Godfist Yasuo going to skip over his blue. I think he's probably going to be able to make it out. Yep, ward hops right over.
Blast plant hops.
Oh, blast plant hop? I thought they don't spawn that. Oh yeah, they do spawn that early, rather. I was just looking at minimap. Yeah. So that's a huge waste of time for Godfist Yasuo. He wasn't even able to get his blue buff in time. Tried to stop that red take. So
Yeah,
now he's got to path all the way back, and he's going to miss out on all the CS, just walk right past all those camps and lose so much time.
Real talk though, every time you say Godfist Yasuo, I feel like you're saying some type of fashion brand with how quickly you say it.
Godfist Yasuo?
Yeah.
Godfist Yasuo? I don't know. Maybe if League starts taking off, we could see something like that. In the mainstream. It's pretty mainstream, most played game in the world, so I wouldn't even consider it outside of that. But in terms of clothing lines, League's very non-existent. Maybe that's the next industry for Riot Games to break into.
I'll disagree with that a little bit because I wanted to get myself. I went to Chicago World. I wanted a World Snapback. It's sold out. Come on. There's some fashion in that.
Okay, a logo on top of it is not fashion, and yes, that will be a I can't think of the brand. It's got a Medusa head. God, what is that brand? Can't even think of it.
Godfist
It's not
Yasuo.
Gucci. Yeah, Godfist Yasuo and Medusa head.
Versace? So I don't know.
Yeah, Versace. That's what it is.
Versace.
Yeah, Versace. All it is just a Medusa head.
I'm
Gonna get
thinking
some Godfist
Visachachi
Yasuo.
from freaking EUL.
Oh, yeah, Visachachi. Yeah, that would be the next clothing line, is Visachachi. It will be a poppy head. Lollipoppy.
Oh, the
Can you
best
imagine that
clothing
lollipop?
line.
Yeah, lollipoppy belt buckle. Oh man, that'd be fantastic.
Ooh, Corrin the Cat getting a taste of his own medicine. The double bomb is off, and here comes the body slam onto Corrin the Cat.
Ooh.
Corrin the Cat's getting punished here. Will have to burn the flash if he wants to survive. Actually dodges the bomb. He's taking this very casually. This could be very dangerous. He ate another bomb. Is it going to be enough to kill him off? It is not. And what great composure coming out of Corrin.
I mean, I imagine that he knows that champion pretty well and knows how to dodge those bombs, and he did really well to dodge that one. The first one to deny that stun.
And that's no mana on the side of Recrisis, but look who's waiting for it. Look who's waiting in the top lane, however. Corrin the Cat saving that flash paid off because he's able to survive for now.
Yeah. Godfist Yasuo flash trade. Meanwhile, in the top lane though, the pressure, as we were talking about earlier, the losing matchup for that Renekton pays off for Backdoored Jermon Feeder, able to pick up that kill, get first blood. Especially on that Lee Sin, that's who you want to be snowballing, propelling the team to those power spikes. So it's first Cloud Drake. Pretty important actually for Backdoored Your Mom to get that first Cloud Drake, because it will facilitate them to dodge out on a lot of the engaged tools on the side of Interns United. I mean, Lee Sin, Sonic Wave, Chains of Corruption.
Ooh.
Speaking of corruption, he's getting pretty low.
Yeah.
That's like 2
questionable
auto
choice to
attacks.
step on that.
Could have just been a passive thing, but that's going to be more CS forfeited for Come On Shoot Faster. It's going to compound that lead even more. About a 13 CS lead, roughly a kill actually, for Quantum Landing. So that Caitlyn pick is actually paying off very well right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of punishment coming in, and he's going to be somewhere close to double the CS of Come On Shoot Faster at this rate.
Yeah, he is coming back. I mean, they do have the match They do have to match the back though if they want to equal it out. I believe she has enough CS. She might have enough CS for BF sword. I'll have to check the charts real quick. Yes, she does have enough CS for BF sword. So that's a huge swing in that bot lane matchup for Comanche Faster to come back with just the Vamp Scepter, and then Quantum Lightning going to come back with a BF sword. That's going to swing it so hard.
Yeah, going to be very painful for Comanche Faster to stay in this matchup. They're trying to take
Quantum Lightning
advantage
did
of
it
things.
back,
Double
though.
bubble lands, but it's not enough to deter Comanche Faster from engaging, and that's actually a lot of health lost, especially considering that Quantum Lightning's about to back, and this is what Comanche Faster is coming back to.
Yeah, Quantum Lightning was supposed to back when the opposing bot lane back, so they get there at the same time and avoid that lost trade and potential loss of summoners. But Quantum Lightning playing with fire right now. He's extremely low, and he could be asking for a gank. Right now, we see Godfist Yasuo padding towards his bot side. So he's going around his red buff. His red buff is down or up, but he hasn't gone to take it yet.
Looks like he wants to posture for that gank. There is a ward there placed by HMTKD.
We'll get spotted out on that. This is not... I mean, even in a 3v2 situation, this will go over to the side of Interns United.
What in the world are they doing? HMTKD having to flash out of that, slicing Maelstrom in top lane. Feeder grabbing a kill, babysitting over there. And now Comanche Faster drops. And an ace in the hole is going to make that too.
And a double kill. That is so big right now. I mean, it's getting mirrored on the top side, but I mean, 3 members on the side of Backdoored Jermar getting fed as opposed to 2. And this is actually the second time tonight we've seen a Renekton pick not go the way it was supposed to.
Yeah. And you have to wonder what's going through the minds of Comanche Faster and HMTKD. They saw the gank coming from a mile away, especially considering the flash of Godfist Yasuo was still down, yet they just didn't react.
Yeah, definitely really interesting. And now we'll see that BF sword. Wow, a huge buy for Quantum Lightning as he gets the kill and the assist. Longsword, Brawler's Glove, BF sword, and boots all picked up for him. So a huge power swing. Meanwhile, Comanche Faster. Oh, but Recrisis getting aggressed upon by Feeder. Godfist also takes the blast cone over to Feeder. To do a little bit more, try to catch him out, but Corn the Cat is there to back his teammate up.
Yeah, and this is nothing surprising from that Feeder. He will invade, he will be aggressive, he will play Lee Sin like it was meant to be played.
Yeah, Godfist Yasuo though, maybe taking a page out of Feeder's book, aggressing onto Corn the Cat, but I mean, this is so bad for Comanche Faster right now. This bot lane matchup is pretty much lost at this point. I could see this costing them a lot. I mean, this CS lead is amounting to almost the entire CS of Comanche Faster, and he wasn't even really getting an item on the last back. There's the Chains of Corruption.
Yeah, we said it was going to be bad, but not anymore, because here comes Hip Optimus Prime. Getting a lot of damage on the Leroy. Already down is Quantum Lightning, and that could be a dragon setup as well as a tower.
Yeah, this is so smart from Interns United, noticing the weakness that they have in this bot lane matchup. So they send a lot of members down. They send their fed members down, shove down the tower, and perhaps get first blood. I mean, their first tower blood.
No, they already took that up earlier.
Alright, they took it up top, rather. Never mind. So a second tower.
Up, does have flash up. Uses the shockwave. Quite effective. Lands onto 2 members. Will the second bomb land? It does. Flash and Ghost is up, but not used. Questionable decision making.
Yeah, questionable flash, especially. Should have just saved it, but this could be translated into a dragon in the bot lane. Things right now falling towards the wayside for Backdoored Jerome, as it is a 3,000 gold lead in the pockets of Interns United.
Yes, so far, not playing as crisp of the game that they played last time. Interns United not looking too clean. Corin the Cat struggling a little bit. Not looking as fancy as he did on the Zillion.
Yeah, definitely not so, but I feel like it's made up for the fact that the top lane and the jungle is doing extremely well right now. They have a lot of vision priority in the dragon, but I find it interesting that they haven't tried to take any yet, especially with how fed Feeder is right now. He actually can solo that dragon, even though his Cloud Drake one of the harder ones to take.
We do see a rotation coming out of Rizbro, looking to stack 4 members into this bot lane, possibly take this tower. It is ticking quite quickly.
Ooh, here comes Feeder.
There's Sonic
The
Wave.
Sonic Wave.
He chooses to take it, and the Dragon's Rage kicks back Quantum Lightning. But there is a re-engage coming out from Backdoored to your mom. Feeder's in way too deep, trying to keep himself alive. There's the Slicing Maelstrom, but it only stuns up 1 member. A double kill picked up for Rizbro, and that's going to be Feeder going down as well in a great play. Great read overall coming out from Backdoored to your mom.
That was an incredible read for Rizbro to be right there when it happens, waiting for it. Such preparation from them. They could translate that into a dragon, but it looks like they're going to go for the tower instead. Smart call for them.
Yeah, smart call indeed. Just, they sent Rizbro down bottom. They anticipated the gank to come, especially considering that tower's low. They wanted a reaction, and they got it.
Yeah, that kind of ties it up. Actually, exactly ties it up. 19,300 gold. Dead even. And that sort of throws that matchup now. I mean, now both bot lanes are free to CS elsewhere. Quantum Lightning now pathing up towards the top side while Comanche Faster goes towards that mid lane.
Yeah, so what do Interns United gotta do? They've been trying to make these engagements work. They got read like a book. What do they do now?
I think they just need to work with better map awareness, honestly, and they could have noted that Rizbro is missing a top lane, so really the only logical place for him to be is in that bot lane, because at the time they did have pressure mid lane.
Here comes another game. 3 members, that's going to be a double
there's
bomb,
a double
and
bomb.
that's a dead cat. Oh, the explosive cast, just to be sure.
Wasn't necessary, but here comes Feeder going on to Quantum Landing. Him and Hip Hop.
Yeah, there's no way he's getting out of that. Feeder picking one up for himself. 3-1-0 on this Lee Sin.
Yeah, that might be another fallen tower. That would tie things up even more. Actually, it would put things towards the side of Backdoored Jamon, because they are having the kill lead, so tying up the towers to give them an extra advantage. Feeder doesn't have ulti. He's just coming to say hello.
That's 4 members. You don't want that, friend. But he will take a one-on-one. Godfist Yasuo and Feeder going at it for the time being.
He can kill him.
Oh, he does the kick, but the chrono shift is there.
That was so clean. That was such a clean play. Dude, here's Rizbro on a Hip Optimist.
And there's going to be pressure on this mid tower. If they dedicate to Hip Optimist, they lose that tower.
Yeah. The slight misplay from Backdoored your mom. They stayed a little bit too long after getting that tower, and now they can't reset early enough. They should have backed as soon as it went down so they could come back to the mid lane to stop the siege.
Ooh.
They are able to stop it,
in a lot
however.
of trouble, taking a lot of punishment, but down goes Rizbro. Feeder is going to be able to get out with his life for now.
That's
They
the
don't
power
get
of
the
the wild
tower.
growth. Really close call there for them.
Yeah, they don't get the
All it
tower,
takes
but
is
they
one
do
more
pick up an
pick.
alligator.
Yeah, it's just all it takes is one more push and they'll be able to get that tower down. Neither team really prioritizing. Yeah, he's done.
Oh, not like that.
He keeps stealing those. Dude, BM Godfist Yasuo. He's still using that Yasuo mindset of taking every kill with his ulti. Second kill taken with a cask.
Yeah, 4-0-2. He doesn't look like he's doing that well, but that's the result of all that kill stealing you're talking about.
He's got like the lowest damage numbers in the game, but highest kills.
So that is that tower down. 1 tower lead in favor of Interns United, 2-3. The gold still relatively even.
They're relatively even. I'd imagine that a team would. I mean, me personally, I always like to prioritize Drakes, no matter what they are. I mean, of course, not in favor of Tower, especially if it's Cloud Drake. But I mean, Cloud Drake's still pretty good, especially in coordinated situations like this. But look at the ward coverage right now for Interns United. Very spread out. Lots spread out across all fronts, forwards in both quadrants. Rizbro might be In a bad spot, honestly.
This is actually
feel
really
like-
dangerous. A reply is coming out from Interns United, and they're going to look to punish this. There's the slicing Maelstrom. Peter goes after Rizro, doesn't manage to get him, but they will pick up the Gragas.
Yeah, they really need to put that on the Comanche faster to try to bring him into this one. I mean, he's down a large amount of CS to Quantum laning. And it's really smart of Interns United to always just sort of path the opposite side of the map that the opposing bot lane is on, so that they don't really have to face them. Right now we can see them picking up the Rift Herald. Not sure who that's going to go to, though.
And that double bomb does whiff. And we do see another pause coming out. Gonna
So,
find out
who's...
what that's about in just a second. It was on the side of Backdoored Your Mom.
Yes, did they have the first pause or the second pause? No, they had the second. This is their first pause, yes?
They did the first pause, then immediately after, we got the second pause right out of Interns United.
Oh,
So
yeah, okay.
this is their second pause.
Okay, so they only got one more pause. And that's a forfeit, or they just have to keep playing it if it's a 4v5?
Yeah, pretty much. If you pause it again, it's a forfeit.
Oh, okay. So, very sort of tense for them, so they are working with that last pause. So, padding down toward this Cloud Drake, both teams have good amount of wards on it. You see pings. Yeah, Godfist also seems like he wants it. Lots of pings coming out. It would especially be beneficial on him so that he can get in range much quicker for those body slam casks. Yeah, the pressure in bot lane. If they go for this dragon, though, they can go for the dragon and they can get a turret in top lane. So this is a pretty good situation that Backdoored Your Mom are in right now. As you can see, Renekton going up to the top side. Once I see feeders show, they're gonna absolutely go for that dragon.
Yeah, they absolutely have to.
They
I don't
could
think
try to collapse.
Ooh, Wizbro getting caught out by Feeder. Feeder has shown. Uses Sonic Wave Resonating Strike and finishes off Resbro, but they haven't gotten anything in the bot lane meanwhile. And Tidal Wave is down. They burnt it trying to get Corn the Cat. Corn the Cat gets hit by the Body Slam Flash. There goes out the ace in the hole. Corn the
Cat
Cat's
is
still
down, though.
alive, and Chain of Corruption saves his life. What a great move coming out from Come On Shoot Faster to save his teammate.
Yeah, I feel like a little bit questionable waiting that long, but they do have the ward coverage. They don't actually have the ward coverage to see that Feeder's actually in the top side forfeiting that Cloud Drake. I have a feeling that he's waiting for Hip Optimus to shove it up and try to take the tier 2 tower in response to that Cloud Drake. He's gonna go a little bit deeper.
Are going to pressure this top tower. Peter has shown. He is going to go in, slicing Maelstrom. Dragon's rages him back, and that's another kill. Rizbro going down for the second
Yeah, it
time.
should be the tower. It's such a smart call for them. Dive that one out. I mean, they should have sent someone else rather than that Renekton that's already been continually bullied and punished by that top jungle duo. So, a trade of Cloud Drake for tier 2 tier 2 tower goes towards the side of Interns United. Already this Lee Sin pick is paying dividends for them.
At the end of the day, it is Feeder, and this is what he does best. Really, when you put him on these like technical champions, like Lee Sin, like Aurelia, like Riven, he knows how to put on a clinic with him, and he's definitely showing it right now.
Yeah, I know. If I had known the Blastona changed his name to Feeder, I would have been like, yeah, of course that Riven pick would have worked, but I had no idea. Yeah, so this top turret's quickly gonna fall. The bot lane, there's a responding push coming in from Palanchi faster, but it's just pressure, not really gonna amount to anything. There's a good amount of defensive wards for Backdoored Your Mom. You can see 2 control wards in their west jungle. It's gonna cover their flanks in case the Interns United want to try to siege down that mid lane tower. On the other side, though, in Botlight's jungle, not a similar story, but Chains of Corruption land on the Re-Crisis.
Yeah, they did bait out the Chrono Shift. Has been popped so far. Are they going to look to finish off for Crisis? Slicing Maelstrom gets 3 as well as a Shockwave. Great Wumbo combo coming out. That's 2 down on the side, 3 down on the side of
Optimus.
Backdoored Your Mom. They're looking to try and get something here. Dragon's Rage kicks Quantum Lightning back, and they're starting to get some return kills, but is it going to be enough?
The
They're trying to get Feeder. They don't get him. He steps on a trap, and there is Risbro coming up huge. Triple kill picked up.
Whoa, that is so big for Risbro. I mean, he's coming back from 2 and 5. Now evens it out 5 and 5 just off of one team fight. He's doing really well right now. That Black
Look at the cooldown. Ace in the hole still up. This could be very dangerous for Corn the Cat right now. He's playing with fire.
Not sure. Oh, there it is. Yep, done. Good read there.
And yeah, right there, Corn the Cat goes down. The mana was pretty low, but once he got it, he got the kill.
Yeah, smart for Risbro to keep vision on him so that when the mana did come up, he could put the target on him. Now we're seeing some good ward clearing. It's kind of the story. I mean, there's so much pick potential on either side that any misstep, misposition, being in a place where you shouldn't be could result in a very quick kill.
You know, it's honestly kind of funny how different of a team Interns United look when they don't have the Zillion.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's such a stark contrast from last game because it unlocks them so much with how good he is. I mean, just getting still fed, and it's so easy to play when you're that ahead. You just keep making these decisions, but ultimately they have the inside track of the Baron pit. Now that I'm thinking about it, I mean, there's not a lot of tank on the side of Interns United, so taking a Baron is going to be very difficult.
So far, Peter going with a pretty aggressive build. Does look like he's going to go for something like a Dead Man's Plate next.
Well, body slam forward. Not really much going to be accounting for him, but the pressure is in favor of Interns United. You're going to see in the top lane that those waves are soon going to be crashing onto that inhib tower. Similarly, in the bot side, tier 2 tower is going to come under pressure of those waves. So if there's any chance for Interns United to try to get a lead and some pressure into that jungle, it is now. You're going to see them clearing out all the traps.
A great wave clear coming out of the Crisis. There is
Risbro.
a lot of vision coming out of the side of Interns United. He's got to start pushing that vision into the river, into the enemy jungle.
And they really need that bot side flank.
Ooh. Peter getting caught out quite a bit. What was Peter thinking with that one? Is he going to be able to escape this, trying to run away? Doesn't look very likely, but there's a shockwave and there's a chain of corruptions to try and prevent that from happening. Teleport coming out is canceled, and questionable play by Peter results in a loss of quite a bit on the side of Interns United, but no deaths, very luckily for them.
Yeah, I did have to burn quite a bit though, and especially with the ultimates that were forced to be burned with that leaves a window for Backdoored your mom sort of return the pressure and try to clear out some of those wards.
Come on, Wumbo. You can't say that name that awkwardly. It just makes it so weird.
It slipped my mind.
Or Backdoored your mom.
Backdoored your mom. BYM. BIM. It's just abbreviated to that, but yeah, I mean, as you can see, the wards are all timing out, and now it's bot Baron. Actually, that it's become a little bit of the priorities. Backdoor your mom's wards are focused more around that side.
And with the Dragons bot side, there's a little bit of potential, but I really doubt it.
Yeah, Ocean Drake spawning soon. I don't believe. I mean, it's a good response for Interns United to go to Baron in the event that they go for a dragon, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen. They all get spotted out there.
Ooh, there we go with the body slam.
What a good
flash.
flash.
But it doesn't get. Come on, shoot fast. Who has a great flash come out of him.
Yeah, flash. Equals out. It's gonna be pretty dangerous, and now the pressure is actually flipped on the other side, as the waves did crash into that inhib tower. So now it's gonna be pushing towards the side of Interns United, and Risbro does have TP, so if Backdoored your mom keep them bot lane.
There's a chain of corruption for Crisis falling low extremely quickly. Chrono Shift is used, not popped though. And now Feeder, Rizbro going in a fight. Feeder overall showing off a pretty good display, but Rizbro's onto Come On Shoot Faster. Will Come On Shoot Faster be able to live? Yes, shut down onto Rizbro. Ace in the hole does go off, does not finish off Corin the Cat with a slither of health left. And here comes the slicing Maelstrom out of Ricorisis. Not Ricorisis, that is Hip Optimus. And now a bomb onto Hip Optimus. Feeder gonna pick up this kill on the Leroy Jenkins quite easily. So many low health bars, but that's just a testament to how well this team can play. And up until that point, down goes Corin the Cat.
Yeah, Corin the Cat, unlucky him, just gets picked off. Feeder try to go in and reprice. That is going to be a pretty easy dragon pickup for Interns United.
In theory,
and that was just kind of the lack of vision control was able to make that play happen as Optimus Prime flashed on them, and Godfist Yasuo following suit as the rest of his team and going down, unfortunately. But as you can see, that top lane wave might be able to get that tower pretty low. It's a pretty big wave. I'd imagine it would go to about 25%, perhaps half.
That's the thing, though. When we talk zone control, we usually think about something like Zillion, but overall, just the way the fight, the way positioning was dictated by just the threat of having Maelstrom, just the threat of the Shockwave, had Rizbro and Godfist Yasuo fighting alone for quite some time.
Yeah, essentially that fight was essentially a 2v5 for a lot of it, as Rizbro and Godfist Yasuo were caught on the side, separated from their team. So we can see the supports battling for vision over that Baron. 2 wards actually inside the pit by HM. Good on him. He's reaching a little bit of a stalemate. I mean, both teams actually have pretty good go buttons. And Come On Shoot Faster are working without a flash as a pretty key target, as well as Hip Optimus Prime. Both top laners do have their TP, however.
A little bit dangerous. Godfist Yasuo using the body slam forward. They are grouped up quite a bit, which is a wet dream for Corin the Cat. But there's a double bomb. Finally, Recrisis gets one of his own, but Chain of Corruptions denies much more. Godfist Yasuo going after HMTKD, but another bomb onto Come On Shoot Faster. Make sure that he goes down this time. And a net win for Backdoored Your Mom as they look to pick up the support as well. But Feeder wants Rizbro. He's going to be able to pick that up. Shockwave is used and down goes Rizbro. Still, HMTKD still alive and still running those little feet as fast as he can. Redemption is going to heal it up and make this only more of a pain for Godfist Yasuo to deal with. And this is a bit of a wet noodle fight going on. HMTKD still alive. Finally drops, and that is 2 for 1 picked up in favor of Backdoored Your Mom.
Yeah, you know, Decerux, I was just thinking, like, towards the beginning of that if they fight in this choke point, in that jungle, that it would just be sort of feeding into the comp of Interns United, but somehow it ends up paying off. They picked off 2 members, and they're getting on the Baron. They do have the ward out, and they're not taking it out. Smart move, because if they take it out, they'll know that they're in the Baron pit, but now they might be swayed off that. Here comes the Optimus Prime. Still has flash. Still has ulti.
Oh. And that's going to be Baron picked up for this game. Feeder trying to make something happen. Not really
they could win the next fight.
Yet. There's the Dragon's Rage onto Quantum Lightning, but he doesn't land the Sonic Wave. It's going to hurt a lot, but still, Come On Shoot Faster picks up a kill. Instantly walks into a double bomb. Flashes. Why flash? A bit of a waste right there.
This will definitely result in a hard take.
Ooh! Oh, what a great play! The Shockwave combo with the safeguard, and that is 3 members instantly down. Feeder, you monster! Corin the Cat also putting on a clinic with that Shockwave. And now Leroy Jenkins, you better run as fast as you can. It's not happening. A little bit of BM coming out of Feeder, and that Baron take is completely nullified.
Nullified. That was massive, and then you can see the top wave pressure. Look how big that wave is. It's like a 4th person. That turret's gonna fall so quickly, and then the inhibitor is sure to follow. But what a fight. The coordination from that was massive.
Yeah, just great team play overall. When I saw Feeder go in, I was wondering what in the world is he doing? And then the Shockwave, beautiful, absolutely immaculate.
That was really incredible. Super impressive to see Corin the Cat and Feeder pull that one off, but Yeah, it's almost like, I mean, maybe not to exactly the same level, but Blastona, Feeder rather, on that Lee Sin, it's like his own Zillion. Really doing a lot to his enable his team. That was really, really stellar play.
Yeah, it should have been a great play from Backdoored Your Mom. And then it's just I can't believe it. That is some great high-level play to come out.
Yeah, I feel like this should be in a highlight clip somewhere. It would have been even better if Feeder was able to steal that Baron. It's not entirely that difficult to steal in a neutral objective as Lee Sin rather, but
Yasuo getting caught up quite a bit. Double bomb does not land. Peter's still alive. Pretty healthy.
Still
really
holding on to his ulti.
Peter's still getting chunked out quite a bit. Tidal Wave does goes out. There's the slicing Maelstrom. He tries to flash forward into it, and it doesn't work off. Rizbro taking out Optimus Prime.
That's one ulti down though. And now Interns United are in retreat. It might be a bad situation for them.
Peter playing a very dangerous game here.
He is kind of running interference, distracting the team just a little bit. Coin the Cat looks like he wants to have a little bit, but this is a fragmented Interns United team right now. Come on, Shoot Faster might be going down.
Peter's still playing very dangerously. Come on, Shoot Faster.
Oh!
Peter might be the one to drop though. Peter running extremely low. There's the bomb. It doesn't actually go off. It's a shutdown picked up by Quantum Lightning.
That's such an unfortunate play there. What Feeder was going for was he Q'd Gonfit Yasuo and aimed to kick him over the wall and then Q'd him to use him as the escape, but just barely didn't have the angle. He just kind of skated around the edges of the wall. It's a feels bad man moment, really.
And if Interns United could have stalled that out, if they could have just made it a prolonged fight, like without a winner, without a loser, it would have resulted quite possibly in a Nexus tower going down as they had that wave there. But now Corin the Cat looks to be the next one to fall. There's a double bomb, doesn't even land. You're not Corin the Cat. But Corin the Cat is the one being chased down, trying to make something happen, but I'm sorry, it's not gonna work, or is it?
Oh, King Every Cries. Oh. Yeah, Chrono Shift was there too. Just in case. Clouddrake up once more. HM actually backing off. So I don't think they're gonna have any vision control to try to get this one down. The top inhib. I mean, they're not playing very well around this top inhib being out.
Oh my goodness. Peter doing so much damage to Quantum Lightning. Will he get hit one more time? There is the ace in the hole. Doesn't manage to drop him just yet. Will he survive? He does! But now Quantum Lightning is a little bit in trouble. Optimus trying to run away. Peter running interference, trying to stop him from killing his buddy. He gets hit by the body slam, but it's not going to be enough to take out Optimus or Peter just yet. There is the explosive cast. Drops Optimus into safety for now.
Yeah, Feeder doesn't have ulti, so he's in a bad spot to try to be making that fight happen. And just this kind of feels bad right now if you're Interns. I mean, they do have the inhib top out, but they're not really able to make much happen with it. Again, just another flash burn continually. Come on, Shoot Faster is just getting bullied. I feel like this whole game's just kind of been him getting just punished, bullied, aggressed. I can't even find many more words to describe it, but he's been getting a pummeling continually.
Yeah, I feel like this game really hinges on Quantum Lightning at this point. We do see a teleport coming in onto the ward. It is going to be the slicing Maelstrom onto 3 people, and that is a dragon picked up in favor of Backdoored Your Mom, but they're losing a lot of members for it. There's 2 down so far. Optimus wants to make that 3. The bubble misses, and that's a dead fish. Here comes Feeder, misses the double bomb, is Recrisis, and that puts a lot of pressure onto this base of Backdoored Your Mom.
Yeah, what was that dragon really worth if they lose 3 on the back end of that and a turret soon to follow? Maybe even an inhib tower and an inhibitor. I think Recrisis is there. Try to stop that from happening. I believe this tower will fall though. Come on, Shoot Faster. Shooting pretty fast.
Shooting pretty fast indeed. Peter running extremely low. And a lot of punishment is coming out of Quantum Lightning. As I was saying before, a lot of this game hinges on Quantum Lightning. He's doing massive damage in this game. He has so much crit, 3 crit items, and it's showing. If he can stay alive prolonged in his fights and be unchecked, he could win Backdoored Your Mom the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he is without an armor pen item, which most of the members on the side of Interns United do have some form of armor to curb his damage. But when you want to talk about 3 crit items, look at the build from Quan Shoot Faster. He really wants to shoot fast, going 3 attack speed items.
Wow, yeah, and we see him attacking those towers at the speed of light.
Well, look how much his Q hardly did anything to Godfist Yas, like almost literally nothing. Like he's just gonna heal that up after a few spells and an auto attack. That's pretty much just gonna be it. Right now, the inhibitor on top lane has respawned for Backdoored Your Mom, so you know, they did have that pressure advantage, but it's since lapsed.
I mean, to be fair, Godfist Yasuo is running just pure tank, so...
I mean,
Not the
Iceberg Gauntlet
best,
isn't the tankiest of armor items, but
Uh-oh.
it's like a bad spot. Ooh!
Yeah, Slicing Maelstrom is used. Hippopotamus is trying to get out of this, but it doesn't look very likely. Has to burn the Zonias. Are they going to be able to save him in time? There's the Wild Growth, and now suddenly it's Backdoored Your Mom who are in trouble. Godfist Yasuo, the first to go down, and a great double bomb comes out. There are 3 members down. Is this going to be an ace? There's a Dragon's Rage to stop the advancement, but what a great play to come out of Recrisis.
And already the alt chat, you can see them calling out that Corrin on Zillion. A Corrin style play coming in from Recrisis for a quadruple double bomb stun. Gonna be the first top lane tower to fall, and surely this inhibitor one to follow.
Yeah, what a
Feeder and HM here.
game this has been. This tower will go down. They can't defend it. Feeder getting a little bit too close to Rizbro. Gonna get some pressure on, but this inhib will go down.
It's really just the same story. I mean, if Interns United had their mid tower gone, it'd literally be the same situation that Backdoored Your Mom are in right now. I mean, this is kind of what they were dealing with 6 minutes ago with that top inhibitor being out. Leroy Jenkins is really fast with that time point there. He's got a funny run, walk animation when he's going fast, because it's just like a mermaid like swimming. You can see, trying to prioritize vision. They're going to blast cone over, try to get some vision on there. Clear it out. Luckily for Interns United, they were able to reset before Backdoored Your Mom were able to get there.
So far, game's been swinging back and forth. Gold is mostly even. 2 inhibs are exposed, but 1 is down on the side of Interns United.
Yeah, the gold is even, but where is the power? I'd have to give it towards the side of Backdoored Your Mom. If they're able to make a pick happen onto Quan Shoot Faster, I mean, still Optimus Prime doing a really great job of tying up and doing good damage. It might not be enough to make up for the loss that is Quan Shoot Faster. They're getting pressured pretty heavily in this mid lane and in bot lane.
And we are seeing a rotation come out of Backdoored Your Mom. It looks like they want this tower. We do see Godfist Yasuo coming from the other side. Explosive Cast knocks them back for now. A lot of damage on the Hippopotamus, but they are under the tower. It's going to be a very dangerous fight for them. Godfist Yasuo running extremely low very quickly. Feeder's still pretty healthy in this fight. Bubble goes out, doesn't hit anything. This tower should go down in favor of Backdoored Your Mom. They are able to get it, but there is the flash body slam. Are they able to take out Comanche faster to get HMTKD? And there's a flash forward from Quantum Lightning. It looks like Backdoored Your Mom are going to be able to take this game at this rate.
Yeah, Quantum Lightning is so strong right now.
Oh, there it is again! What in the world was that? Such a great shockwave quadra kill coming out from Corrin the Cat!
Holy crap, how do they fall for that twice? Another massive shockwave using that same safeguard shockwave combo. They have to watch the top lane minions. Godfist Yasuo in a bad spot here. Feeder's aggressing onto him. He's got the movement speed from shockwave, or from the distortion. This is the wards. He's gonna go down here, but blasts him away.
He is a very tanky big man.
Yeah, he doesn't have any armor pen. He's out of energy though.
Yeah. They should get both inhibitors though.
I think they'll just be able to get one. The timer on, they have 15 seconds on Quantum Lightning and 16 seconds on Rizbro and Recrisis, so I'm just gonna get that mid inhib back out. I believe it's Elder Drake about this one.
Yeah, it is
Yep.
Elder Drake. And just when we think Backdoored Your Mom is in the driver's seat. Suddenly, bam, quadra kill out the hell of nowhere.
Yeah, every single time it looks like Backdoored Your Mom come out with a win. That's that safeguard shockwave play. Definitely gonna have to looking out for that one. The next Baron fight or neutral objective fight they try to take.
Oh goodness, let's face it. This has been a highlight reel game for so many players.
But really, Corrin the Cat. I want to give MVP to him for this series, honestly.
Yeah, Corrin the Cat's look good so far. Hoffman's Prime gets his Guardian Angel burn. There's Chain of Corruptions used. Half health is the Baron Feeder. Goes for the Dragon's Rage. Looks to knock up Quantum Lightning with it. Down goes Optimus Prime. It's a 4v5 now. And the Baron is re-engaged on.
Can he steal it?
Can he actually get the
steal
steal?
it?
Is it going to happen? No, it does not come out. And this looks really bad for Interns United. They have 2 members down. They haven't gained anything for it. And now Peter
Where's the shockwave safeguard? This is the time you lost Baron. Now it's time to safeguard shockwave. Safeguard shockwave. I have the hiccups. God damn it! This series is so hyped to give me the hiccups.
And now this is very, very dangerous for Interns United. The first Nexus Tower is being melted. Will it actually happen? Will we see the combo? Haven't seen it just yet. Peter's in the middle of it, trying to run away now. HDMKD is running extremely low. Shockwave is used, but it doesn't pick up too much. The base is falling, and this looks like it's going to be the end for this game. This looks like Backdoor to Your Mom are going to front door this base. And overall, what a great game to come out of Backdoor to Your Mom in order to tie this up at 1-1.
Yeah, really. Everything fell in place for them. They had to taunt the inhib out, similar to Interns United situations, but the difference is that they were able to make something happen from it. They get the Baron, and then the pressure is there from that inhib being out onto the Nexus Towers, and they easily translate that into a win. Ugh.
Oh man, I'm sorry if those plays hyped you up that much, my man.
Oh god. Alright, you take over. I got hiccups.
Okay, so since I'm taking over now, we do see the damage charts right here. Overall, great display coming out of Quantum Lightning. Still so much damage coming out from Corrin the Cat as well as Feeder.
Wow, Feeder actually had the most damage in that game. That is astounding.
That is some great play coming out of Feeder overall. He is a great Lee Sin player, and this shows exactly why things didn't go so well for Interns United, but Backdoor to Your Mom managing to tie this up. What seemed like a for sure 2-0, a great comeback from them.
Yeah, I like the adjustment of having Yasuo on that Gragas to just continually catch up, come on, shoot faster, making his life living hell. Flash off cooldown almost the entire time. Flash body slam, cask, just every single time getting onto him. But then, you know, that being said, it kind of ignored Corrin a little bit, but, you know, they can't win when they're down down in carry.
Yeah, Wumbo, it's kind of surprising what happens when you don't pick Yasuo jungle. I'm sorry, we can meme on that all we want, but it's very true. He looked not that good on the Gragas, but good enough to make plays. Like, he didn't do substantially well, but when he made a play, it helped his team so much.
Yeah, definitely there where it counted.
So for this series, I have to give player of the game to Corrin the Cat. Even in the game he lost, he made some of the most ridiculous plays, with assist by Feeder to note. But Corrin the Cat overall, what a great player. What about you?
Yeah, it's almost like a double between, a Feeder and Corrin the Cat, just because so much of those plays was teamwork between those two, and then teamwork between in the early game, Feeder and Hip Optimus Prime able to shut down, well, almost shut down Rizbro on the Renekton.
So both teams putting on a pretty great performance, and it showed that these teams are second and third place and fighting for that second place bye. We'll find out next week who gets that second place bye. But for now, I have been Decerux, your caster of the day, followed by my co-caster Wumbo.
I'm still hiccuping.
Oh,
give me a moment. Yep, me. All right, Twitch chat, help me. How do I get rid of hiccups? And the good thing it came in the last part.
Oh my goodness. And while you deal with those hiccups, I would like to alert the viewers, if you're just joining us, this is Ascension eSports Elder League. This is an LCS-style tournament with a regular season and playoffs for players in gold through plat. If you're interested in joining Ascension eSports, we have divisions for all elos, including Dragon for bronze through silver, Phoenix for diamond and above, as well as an in-house rank ladder. So please check out our Discord, check out our subreddit, and we hope to see you here soon. Hopefully someone helps Wumbo with those hiccups, but for now, we are calling it a day. We hope to see you guys next week. Take care.
Have a good night.
You can cause a lot of havoc. And look at A-Train going after Autumn Rain, and Autumn Rain turns it around. Is he going to be able to kill him? He does! What a great play to come out of Autumn Rain!
Was the squishiest thing ever to Vlad. Oh
my goodness! DTS mid! You're not supposed to do that!
Need to go now. There it is. Blue team pick that up. Red Flame gets annihilated. Samano gets taken down super low. It is White Raw versus the world right now. Wordless Grain picks up the first, picks up the second, picks up the third. But CyberGod's already in the base with so many super minions. CyberGod's on the base. He has a Lich Bane. Gets the Chrono Break, gets the kill! What is that? Holy moly!
Down goes Moose Hater, and now Sita alone in the base, getting chased out by members. So what was that? What was that, Sita? He destroyed two members, Alphias! Only one alive to take him out, but the base is exposed.
Ultimate lands onto Axel. He's gonna go down, but now things are not looking good. Demaglio, though, gets taken down. The flash keeps HM alive. Oh, the Chrono Break! Does he get the kill? He does! That's one more onto the stack of Corrin. The parallel convergence not quite gonna land, but it doesn't matter. Triple kill for Corrin.
Have all the gold that they need to win this one. They're going on a Saturday, guys.
God, he's all alone. Stand United use Shockwave whips completely, and here comes Red Flame. Is he going to be able to take him out and kill Sam Buster? Now saved one should be in the target next. Drops double kill picked up by Cyber to God. Captain Kristen running as fast as she can. Can she get out? The answer is no. Triple kill. And now this is disaster for the Virtuosos as 4 members drop.
Keeping him there is just in case of team fight just like this.
Yeah, here comes the curtain call. Curtain call is used. Bullets flying left and right, but nothing really lands on the Autumn Rain. Meanwhile, KR Fangs gets hit by the deadly flourish. That's 5 members, but here comes the flank coming out of Demaglio. They're getting mounts in, and Demaglio came up huge with that spray and pray.
Wow, that stunt Autumn Rain was huge there. Goodness gracious.
What a great move.